Hi Michael, thanks for taking the time to come and view this this movie that I sort of put together to assist with my assignment. I'll just give you a quick overview of where I am. I'm in Second Life in the Monash Uni website, just sort of floating above the island there here. And this is the space that I've created for my project. As you can see, there are the different learning platforms that I've talked about in my assignment, and the different colours as well. And you can also see how the different colours have the see-through and also the solid base. So I'm just going to quickly take you to the beginning and the start, just so you can have an ideal and holistic view of what I've created. Okay, so. So what I've got here is got an invitation, just to say that inviting the prison officer in. I'm using a lot of white space on my boards here, and also just highlighted some key words that I wanted the learner to be conscious of. Sort of also making representation that this is the start, and then sort of these guided arrows, which I've spoken about in my my written piece. These are the 5 cells that I've spoken about, with cell 4 being just having that slightly different objects inside them. Just coming to the end of the learning platform, where the question's asked to create the notebook, and where you'll place this into the drop-down box, and that will feed back into the Moodle website. And then just going through the learning platform, just having these guides and these rails here on the side. I think having 2 sides of the rails would be very helpful. It's probably a problem that I've indicated because of just the access and falling off, and probably just rails around the side of the learning platforms here as well. This is the second hut where I've spoken about in my assignment. Once again, using a lot of white space, just making it quite clear and quite direction of what the learner will need to be doing. So they'll just need to walk into that hut and identify those objects and place those objects into that note card. Once again, using the arrows to show the indication of the movement of which direction we're wanting to be heading in. So we're coming to the DVD or the YouTube video. What I'd like to, up the top here would be just sort of saying click on the link, and that will feed into the YouTube video, and the link the YouTube video will be able to be played, and it'll be able to play through Second Life as well. So once again, using the arrows to move up the space, and then it's coming into the last platform here as well with the last question. So it's also showing the indication of that higher order of thinking, which I've spoken about in my assignment. So being the top question and the highest level of platform as well. Then we have just another note card drop box where be able to place the information in for the learner, and that will be fed back to the Noodle website. And just the last space here with the evaluation, where I've used the monkey, using for a survey monkey as a representation. And just as a representation, I use a lot of these plants at the end, very different to any other learning platform as well. So really sort of making this as the final sort of and very distinctive section as well to come to. And then so once they've done that, they can come back to here, and that's a completion of the module and the assessment. So possibly here, you would say thank you very much for completing the module. Now, feel free to take on to the next task or the next module. So giving the learner a sense of direction to move. What's the next phase for them? But this is the effectively the project that I created for my assignment. I hope you enjoyed. Okay. Thanks, Michael. Bye.